Well, hi, my friends. Chase Raz here from the Zilliqa Observer, and it's been a busy week, so I haven't been posting very much. And right now, I'm at vote.zilliqa.com. Vote.zilliqa.com. What I'm going to be doing is showing the fact that we have some lightning round votes out for. Well, I should say that. And let me start at the beginning. If you go to vote.zilliqa.com, we're over here in ZilSwap. We're going to be talking about some ZilSwap votes today. And what's out currently, I'm on the active tab. I just like to filter that way. We have our Lightning Season 2 rounds currently active from now until, I believe, May 4th. And I want to look through each of these really quickly. There are 3 tiers. Tier 1 is the higher liquidity. Tier 2 is the mid liquidity, and Tier 3 is low liquidity. And most of these have already passed and everything's mostly done, except for in Tier 1, and that's the nature of this video. So let me do a walkthrough very briefly, and I'll talk about why Tier 1 is an issue at the moment. So in Tier 3, we're looking, Zil Survey, congratulations to Arthur, that looks to be a crowd favorite right here. Looks like everything is meeting 10% of the total vote as of right now. That, of course, can change because there's outstanding votes. So you see something like ZilFlip, that could potentially be in danger depending on if a large vote came in for another token between now and May 4th. But it's over quorum at this point. So let's assume if everything held like this in a similar proportion, all 4 of these tokens could be eligible for the small cap ZWAP rewards. Or already over quorum. So somebody's in, right? Somebody's getting that. And then if we take a look at the Tier 2, Elon's currently looking to be a crowd favorite at that point. I do believe that was a deal behind the scenes. That's the intelligence that I have. I also have some good intelligence that Elon's is actually going to be an NFT marketplace, that they'll be changing their name in the near future from Elon's, of course, because that's unlicensed use of depiction. Now, you can do that with the Elon's NFT drops. It's fine. That's artistic use of a public persona. But my understanding is that the Elon's name will change over time, be an NFT marketplace. The concern I have there, it's a different video, but Zilliqa is working on a marketplace for NFTs. Mintable's working on a UX update. I believe there's some connection between the Zilliqa and Mintable work, but not fully overlapping. So the question becomes, are we in some type of weird 3-way race for the dominant NFT store on Zilliqa? And if so, let's unpack that later, because we're kind of getting into a weird place right there. So the real issue for this video is the Tier 1 pools. It's the only one that hasn't reached quorum. However, of course, if we look at the vote totals, we can see that if this vote reaches quorum by May 4th, then all of these tokens are in. All of them will get their normal yield. Now, why is this important, and what's going on here, and why are we focusing on this at all? There is and I have confirmed public and private screenshots of conversations of large ZWAP holders confirming that they are intentionally holding off on reaching quorum on Tier 1. Why? Well, the thought is, look, all of these tokens, if we get over quorum, all of these tokens are going to get their ZWAP rewards. But if we're massive ZWAP holders, what we could do is we could prevent quorum from getting reached, and then all of those ZWAP rewards would go to us in the ZWAP pool. Why? Because otherwise the remaining reward allocation will be distributed to ZWAP Zil. And that'll happen if one of these did not reach 10%, which they all will, right? Even if somebody comes in and votes massively one way, they've all cleared the minimum actual quantifiable threshold, which is around 3.8 thousand. 3.8 thousand ZWAP. Excuse me, doing math in my head there very quickly, or confirming somebody else's math rather. So why is this bad? Well, I'm going to pull a phrase from here in the U.S. South and say, bless their hearts, and I hope this is purely out of ignorance and greed, because otherwise it's a very bad way to be nefarious. Look, GZIL, almost $58 million in liquidity. XSGD, almost 42. Package Portal, almost 11. Add those up and you get well over half of the TVL. These pools are currently operating at a negative. You remove the yield reward, who's going to leave their money in to actively lose tokens to facilitate your exchange? Slippage will go up, money will come out. Not good for anybody. Come on, do the right thing. Get in and vote.